again. So don't give up when the demon that's inside you is
This very impassioned short dance piece is called A Reason to Fight. It starts with a gentleman looking into a mirror and he's very upset, and then he's drawn out of his upset by a gorgeous woman in white on point shoes. They do some gorgeous pas de deux work. And then obviously given the lyrics that you need to fight again and rise again and you can make it and I'm with you and that type of feeling, in comes the demon personified by another incredibly talented male dancer. But by the end, they cast off the demon and things are right in the world and he has conquered whatever he's going through. It is a gorgeous film, very strong, very, very poignant.
Great song that is used in it. It's great, like soft rock. Really nice because that's not the typical type of music we're used to seeing in these kinds of dance slash experimental films. So it actually went quite beautifully with the story being told through the movement of the dancers. And they seem to depict a kind of internal battle that was happening. There was 3 dancers. So in the male dancer who started off looking at in the mirror, we see him kind of going through some kind of internal struggle, and these 2 other dancers become embodiments of that struggle. And the dance seems to be that, him going through that, expressing it. And at the end, he's left by himself, but likely changed, likely transformed from finally getting into the dirt and dealing with whatever this problem was that he had. The discipline from the dancers is unbelievably impressive, very well done. And the space, the lighting is really well infused into the piece. It's very minimal lighting, kind of bare and dramatic, which goes very well with the song and the tone of the piece overall. Very well done.
To me, it was ballet set to Christian rock. I don't know if that was what the intention was, but that is how I would summarize it up. In terms of talent, was exquisite and seemed rehearsed, and therefore fluid. Therefore, please don't take that as an insult if I said it seemed rehearsed, because to me it was well choreographed, well lit. I could tell that we were dealing with a very emotional and evocative sort of storyline, squashed down to only 4 3/4 of a minute. In that time, we have the themes of temptation, reflection, transformation, triumph over self-conflict, and in this way, the music sort of tells the story on the battle that each of us know what it's like to have what we want versus what we're told that we can have that's better, and which side do we end up going with, and that ends up being the people who we become. I could go on and on with this kind of idea. It's very approachable. It's a character study set in ballet form, and it's very beautiful and very splendid to watch.
The performance of this song was a perfect personification of the lyrics. That we get to watch him battle between his light and his shadow side, and how the shadow keeps knocking him down, but then the light brings him back, and he keeps coming back to fight this battle over and over and over again. And then at the end, we get to see that he was able to become strong enough to overpower his shadow side for good. So it was just a beautiful little story. I did like the location that they chose and having the mirror in the background, which I thought provided another perspective or lens, if you will. So yeah, I mean, it was a great, beautiful performance by all of the dancers, and I really enjoyed watching this.
I thought the performers were great. This threesome make just a great dance trio. They seemed to really work well together. They were just doing some wild acrobatic things that I could never even imagine doing. So I really enjoyed watching them perform. The song was okay too, and the location was great. I thought it really lent itself to the sort of feeling that the song was invoking. It just all worked together really well. Definitely worth checking out.
In general, I think that they did a really great job overall, I liked a lot of the more, like, not necessarily subtle, but the ways that they showed this other thing, this other, not necessarily for a person, but this other entity interfering and exerting his influence over their relationship and primarily over this other man. I thought it was great.
This was an amazing display of physicality from all the dancers. Just encompassed all those layers and nuance in that inner battle with oneself. And I thought it was a really cool idea and device to do the personification of the angel and the devil on your shoulder and see those interactions with them and whether we can accept some of their interference and what we can do on our own. So, and the music and the soundtrack really paired well to bring that to life and add even more layers onto that.